So in this video, I'm going to show you my entire makeup kit and kind of go through all of my favorite products. I'm also going to list all the products on the website so you can easily get a look at those. So hopefully you will enjoy and keep on watching. So this is my really big and heavy foundation and concealer bag. So it has everything in there for every single skin tone, and I'm going to show you exactly what is in here. So I have this plastic to cover my products. That's really what made me buy this bag. It's a really heavy bag though, so I don't know. I hope that there's a lighter version that's gonna come. But I love that this has the plastic. I'm super OCD, and this can really protect your makeup products from dust whenever you're on set. And I can just whip this open like this, and then I can just grab my products, and then whenever I'm working I try to just close it again just to keep my products super clean. So up here I have all of my color correctors right here. These are my strobe creams that I love to use. It gives the skin a super juicy glow. It's super pretty. Then I have just a bunch of concealers. All of my concealers and more correctors are all up here. Underneath this section, I have all my little Clé de Peau. There's still a lot that I need to depot. And I'm currently going through the process of really downsizing my kit more. Then up here, I have my Sweet Beauty foundations that I really love. These Makeup Forever palettes, I think you all know them. I really use them a lot, and this is just a palette with some Glossier stretch concealer. These are really beautiful, give the skin such a beautiful buttery finish. Here I just have all of my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundations. I love using these specifically for dark skin because a lot of dark skin is really oily and shiny a lot of the times, especially on camera. So I use these Pro Filters a lot for deep dark skin. So I always have those here in my kit. These are the soft lit foundations from Fenty Beauty that I've all depotted. And these are the Shiseido Revitalescence Skin Glow foundations. I love using these. They're so beautiful when you're doing fashion makeup or you want a really transparent look. I tend to not use them that much on deep dark skin, to be really honest. I tend to go for a little bit more heavy duty on deep dark skin, just because dark skin just reacts so differently to makeup. So I love going in with more medium coverage. So then I have all of my foundations here depotted as well. There's some NARS in here, Valentino, Armani, Luminous Silk, and some House Labs. I have some Fenty Eavesdrop foundation and some Makeup Forever in there. And something that I've been recently doing is grouping all of the same colors together. And it really makes it super easy for me to find a foundation. So whenever I'm working on someone, everything is completely in order of the color. So it goes from light to dark. So if I'm working on someone that is of a deep dark complexion, I can just grab this little pack of 4 foundations, and it just makes it really quick and easy for me to just grab a couple of colors and just to kind of mix and match and see what works on the skin. So I have that pretty much for every single skin tone. So I depotted everything and then kind of grouped everything that kind of looks like each other together. And it really makes it super easy and quick to do my makeup application. Then I have these Westman Atelier sticks. I really need to depot these. They're so good. They're so beautiful. Also for dark skin, they're so buttery smooth. And I also really love using these Dior concealers. They're also amazing for deep dark skin. And then up here, I have a little compartment with some more products. I really need to start downsizing again, because I have a lot of full-size product that I haven't downsized. But here I have all my Fenty Beauty concealers. So I have them all grouped together. Again, also in terms of skin tone. So whenever I'm doing someone light, I can just grab this little bunch and just work with those products. Or when I know that I'm doing someone that is deep dark, I can use this little bunch and it just makes it quicker to work. And then I also have some foundations here that I really need to depot again. And then in this bag, I have all my little sponges and powder puffs. And that is everything that I have in this bag. So this is my bag full of skincare products. There's a lot. So there's just a lot in here. I have a lot of different like sprays like these. I use this a lot. This is the La Roche-Posay Zero Zinc. I use this for oily skin. It's really great. I also love this Cicapair facial mist. It's like a calming mist, which is nice after like exfoliation. Then I also have this Fenty Skin Plush Pudding Lip Mask. This lip mask is amazing. And then I just have like a bunch of different primers in here. So I use this one a lot for deep dark skin. Now these products we're gonna go into the other master classes that are not for deep dark skin, so stay tuned for those. But for dark skin, I really love using this Makeup Forever one. This is great to like kind of give like a basic color correction to the skin, so it works really, really well. And then I have the NARS Soft Matte Primer. I have a bunch of primers that I really love to use for dark skin. So moisturizer, I love the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It's a really great moisturizer that really sits well underneath foundation. I love using moisturizers and just skincare products that are very kind of like basic in a way, that is not too complicated and that I know works really well underneath foundation. I will also link all of the products that I have in my kit on the website, so make sure to check that out. And there's just, you know, like a lot of products that I have in here, but the products that I just mentioned are the ones that I tend to really use for dark skin a lot. Ooh, I love this little Caudalie mist. It's so nice. I don't even know if this works, but it just feels so nice. But you know, oh, this is also something that I always love to use. This is the Apricot Blossom Peeling Gel from Beauty of Joseon. Joseon, I don't know how to pronounce it. This is really amazing for doing a light exfoliation, but it makes the skin look amazing. I also love this Green Plum Refreshing Toner with AHA and BHA, also for exfoliation. I love exfoliating. And I also love this Fenty Skin. This is the Pre-Show Glow. I love using this for exfoliation as well. So I always have a couple of different light exfoliating products because trust me, the amount of times that I have to like sometimes exfoliate skin, honey, you can't miss that step sometimes. And what else is in here? I know I have some sunscreen. I love the Glow Screen from Supergoop. I also have the Unseen Sunscreen in here. There it is. Laneige Lip Balm is amazing. And I always have my Lumify eye drops that I really always keep in there. I also have like a little scrubby and something to kind of like remove hairs, and I just throw that away. And always really handy to have. I also have the Laneige lip mask depotted in here. Oh, this is also a really good product. The Boom Boom Milk from Violetta France. Really, really hydrating. And in this product, I have the Magnesium Cream depotted. It's called Zec Sal, and I go into it in the other videos. So that is kind of it for my skincare bag. I will link all of the products on the website. So this is my bag with like all of my little tools in here. I have like tweezers, lash curlers, lash glue, all of that stuff in here. So I use all of these like metal palettes and kind of, I think this is like cooking gear or baking stuff. I don't know. But I love to use these for like foundation. I love to use it for powder because I feel like on this sometimes it like droops down. So it's like really handy to use these little like cooking, baking dishes. Okay, I never know where to leave my Inglot gel pot liner. I just have it in here. Then I have just all of my lash curlers. I have all of these heated lash curlers, tweezers, a little thing for mascara to protect your eyelid, some lash glue. Oh, another little baking tray. This is a little comb And I really love to like use this to like really get the clumps out. And these are like my most used glues. I love the fast drying ones from Duo right now. They're the best. They allow you to work so quickly. I also have a little spatula and just more eyelash curlers. I have a lot of curlers. I feel like you need it though. Like not every curler works for everyone. So I always just have a bunch of curlers and some curlers for the corners, some scissors, and all of that. This is my bag with little disposables. This we all know, right? Just some spoolies for the lips, for the lashes, and like for the brows. Some Q-tips. These are my favorite Q-tips. I ordered them online. I think they're from Daiso. And you have like a pointed tip on one end. Let me sacrifice one for you. So you have like a pointed tip on one end and the other is just like a regular Q-tip. But these are amazing whenever you're like doing liners and stuff like that to really like sharpen it up. And I also have this pack with like super tiny pointy Q-tips in there. And I also have this little Fenty Beauty scrubber, really handy for like exfoliation. And in here, I need to refill this, but my little cotton pads. Okay, this is like my little Muji box with all of my sharpeners. I feel like sharpeners always become like one big mess. So I always keep it in like this little box and then in a little plastic bag. This is the Paris Berlin sharpener. Honestly, the best sharpener I've ever used. This is my bag full of like brow bleaching and tinting. I need to downsize this as well. So this is my bag that has all of my eyebrow tints in there. And look, always keep these little plastic bags because, honey, this always leaks and it's always just a mess. So really handy to keep it like that. And then I just have my developers in here and my bleaching powder, a little bit more developer, some purple shampoo, and these are for my brow tinting stuff. It's just like a kit that I just buy from the Black Hair Shop, and they basically sell you the color, the brow color with a small little developer like this, and it comes with like instructions. You can just follow the instructions. The colors that I have from the brow tinting is number 3, number 7, and number 4. So number 7 is kind of like a blonde. Number 4 is like a really dark color. And number 3 is like the darkest color that I have. I also keep some spoolies in here. And I always have this little pot with some Creolon. I'm not sure what the color is. I need to look it up, but it has like a little bit of like a lilac-y color to it. And I use this in the brow hairs whenever I want to create really white eyebrows, because the lilac is going to neutralize the yellow and it's going to give you really that like white bleached eyebrow look. So this is how I store my loose powders. And I like to keep them in these little droppers. So I have one bag which is filled with all of my light powders, light to medium skin tone powders. And I can just open up a dropper like this and just squeeze out a little bit of powder into one of those baking dishes that I have. This one is specifically for dark skin. My favorite brands that I tend to use a lot for dark skin is Danessa Myricks, Pat McGrath Labs. I have some Makeup Forever in here and some Huda Beauty, and also the Laura Mercier, like the darkest color of the translucent powder, really good. Like those are like kind of like my most used powders for dark skin. So in here I have all of my brow products. I have a lot of brow products. Working in Fashion Week, I've learned that you need a lot of different colors and a lot of different types of brow powders if you want to create the most natural, beautiful eyebrow. So I always use like a lot of brow products like in one application. So I always like to keep like these little elastics around the products. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to find anything. So this just kind of helps me find things quickly. I always have a little bit of glue stick, purple glue stick from Elmer's, if you want to do like editorial stuff and just like block out the brows. This, by the way, is one of my favorite products, the Unleashia. It's a Korean brand. Amazing. So I just have a lot of different brow products that I like to use. I always like to go in with like pencils, but I also then like to combine it maybe with like a colored brow gel. And I also like to combine it with like some brow pens in there. So I'm always like mixing and matching products. This is my bag full of mascaras. I have a bunch of different types of mascaras in here. When it comes to mascaras, I love using Korean brands. They are amazing. So they have these really nice like curl fixers is what they're called. And they're usually like really tiny. And these are amazing whenever you're working on someone that has like small or thin lashes. And it's really great for falsies as well because it doesn't make the lashes look clumpy. It just gives the lashes a little bit of definition, and I really love using these ones. These are from Etude Curl Fix. Amazing. And this brand is called Giverny or something. I don't know. But it's like a really, really tiny little mascara wand, and it has like those fiber hairs inside. And I always just have like a brown one and a black one. And then I always just keep a wide selection of mascaras in here. I have like some colored mascaras. This is like a purple one. I always just have brown, black, waterproof, just a bunch of them in here. I also really love this Makeup Forever one because it has two sides. So it has like one really skinny one and one kind of like thick one. One thing that I also have, which is really interesting, that I bought in Korea, it's this mascara remover. I actually haven't tried this, but you're supposed to like apply it like a mascara, and it's going to like soften your mascara. So I think that this can be really amazing when you're on set and you need to refresh a lash or, you know, make it less clumpy. I can't recommend it yet. So I always just have a bunch of different mascaras in here. Some are more lengthening, others are more thickening. I always just have like a wide selection of different mascaras. Now, these are my two pencil bags, and I have all of my pencils in here. So I kind of have two bags, one that I call basics and one color. So the basics have like all of my like most used lip pencils. Some are like taken out because I need to clean them from a job. Sometimes when I am on the job and I have to pack up quickly, I just put everything in like a tiny makeup bag, and then when I get home, I just clean it if I don't have time on set to clean it. So these are just kind of all of my favorite lip liners that I have. And then in here, I have some of my favorite eyeliners and stuff like that. You can see that all of the gaps, those are all products that I need to clean and put back. And here I kind of have all of my like more colored pencils that I tend to not use as much. But these are like all of my shimmery, chubby eyeshadow sticks. The Victoria Beckham, one of the best pencils on the market. And some Chanel, these are amazing. These are waterproof. Some Makeup Forever, some Sweet Beauty in there. Some Shiseido, some MAC, just a bunch of like colorful pencils that I love to use. In this bag, I have like a bunch of masks. I did not know where else to put it. I feel like I need to do a little bit more of like a kit refresh / downsizing because my kit is a little bit out of control, but I just have a bunch of masks in here. I really love these faded ones. You know, we love to support a Black-owned business over here. When I was in Korea, I got a bunch of face masks. They were like €1 per face mask. So I bought a bunch, and I also usually have 1-in-1 skin, but those need to be refreshed. So yeah, I just always keep a bunch of face masks in here whenever I need to use it for a glam session. This is my tiny bag with contours. These are all my Fenty matchsticks. I did not deep pot these because I don't know why, but I really love to use these matchsticks, contour sticks. Like, just look at how deep, dark this color is. It's so great. They really have the perfect colors for every single skin tone. That color is caviar. This is ebony. You can see that these are just perfect. And I use these two colors a lot for deep, dark skin. So I have two of these camera bags that I got off of Amazon, I think, and they're padded. So I have all of my depotted powder palettes in here. So in this bag, I kind of have all of my like highlighters and eyeshadows. And in this bag, I have all of my blushes and my bronzers and also my face powders. Let's first go into the face products. So in this I have just like kind of like my baked powders in a Z palette because that's the only palette that would hold these baked palettes. And then here you can see I have all of like my face powders in here and all of my like blushes and some highlighters in here. Estelle from my team is currently repressing all of my powders, all of my face powders. Like, just look at that. So this is like a mix of MAC, Fenty, and Makeup Forever. And they're all coordinated on color. You cannot tell me that that isn't stunning. And look at all of my beautiful bronzers that I have for deep dark skin. Honestly, repressing, game changer. My kit isn't fully done yet. We're still going through the process, but like, this is a game changer. I'm able to take so many products with me in such a small little palette. If you want your palettes to really stay nice, you have to make sure that it's all really tightly packed so that it doesn't move and doesn't break. Especially if you're going to like repress products. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? Look at how beautiful that is. I now have like 20 different blush shades in one palette. These still need to be labeled. We're still actually going through the whole repress process right now. And then I just store it like this, close it up, and it's nice and snug. And it has some padding, and I always take these two in my carry-on suitcase. I don't check these in because these are all my powders. They're gonna break. Then in this bag, I have all of my eyeshadows. So I have my Makeup by Mario's on top, and then I have all of my depotted eyeshadow palettes. So these all still need to be repressed. And I have a lot of back stock that we're also going to repress and add to this bag. So that's not in here yet. But as you can see, these are like all of my like oranges and yellows and kind of like limes. Oh, these are all my like Viseart ones. So they're already really small. And here I have a bunch of Pat McGrath. I love the Pat McGrath chromes. So in here, I just have all of my eyeshadows. And then in this bag, I kind of have all of my highlighters, which all still need to be repressed. Like, these are like a bunch of my Fenty Kilowatts, and it just saves so much space. So if you're able to repress your products and depot it, I truly recommend. Just keep them snug and tight together and put it in a camera bag with some padding. Now, these are my depotted lipsticks and cream blushes, and these are my depotted cream bronzers, contour, and highlighters. So here you can see an example of all of my like cream contours in this palette. I believe that those are from Made by Mitchell. And in this palette, I have all of my Fenty cream bronzers. And then, for example, in this palette, I have like all of these like beautiful cream blushes, and I have a lot of Made by Mitchell cream blushes. They have so many good shades for really deep dark skin. So in here, I just have all of my lipsticks, blushes, creams, all of my like cream highlighters, and kind of like all of my cream contour and bronzers. Okay, so in these two bags, I have like all of these like paints. I tend to use these a lot actually. So in here, I kind of have these Tom Ford ones and just all of my Armani cream eyeshadows. These are kind of like my more neutral eyeshadow products. And then in this one, these are kind of like my more colorful products. So you can see I have like a bunch of Danessa Myrick, some House Labs, some P. Louise in there. So that is all in this little pouch. Now here I have all of my liquid blushes and highlighters that I did not or could not depot. So, you know, kind of like these NARS liquid blushes that I don't really know how to depot. I'm sure someone can depot them, but anyways. Oh, these Etienne Ortega highlighters are so beautiful. They're so gorgeous on the skin. I need to depot those and put them in my kit pack. Also really love the Sweet ones. I can depot these as well. So that's probably going to be my next project. In this bag, I just have all of my like liquid highlighters. So yeah, that is all in this bag right here. And I really love the Dior ones for deep dark skin. They have really great colors. Okay, we're almost there. We just have a couple of things left from my main kit. So in this bag, I just have all of my lip glosses. I have some like pencils in there that I did not know where else to put. And here you can see all of my like liquid lipsticks. In this bag, I have all of like my Fenty gloss bombs and gloss bomb sticks. I tend to give these away a lot whenever I'm working with a client and they need to go to an event. So, you know, I have this little bag that I can like give to clients. So in this bag, I have a lot of like depotted pigments and glitters. So I stole this method from the iconic Depot Chopra. So these little boxes are from Daiso. And then as you can see, I have all of like my little glitters in here, and it's just super easy to just take this with you. And then I always have like a little bit of tape, you know, for glitter, if you know, you know. And I also keep a little glitter primer, which is great underneath like pigments and glitters to really stick on to the face. Now this is a bag that I have kind of like all of my like glues and face tapes and just like a bunch of like random stuff. So for instance, like this Prosade from Kryolan, some glitter glue. There's like some double-sided tape in here. I don't know, it sometimes comes in handy. I love this Inglot Duraline, amazing. I always use this product, the MAC mixing medium. And honey, I love a face tape. I always have face tape in my kit. And I also have like some Spirit gum and some Elmer's glue stick in there. Just kind of like, you know, those types of product that really come in handy for editorial. In this little pouch, it's a lot of pouches. I have all of my liquid liners and kind of like glittery liners. So these are like my little boxes with like charms, I guess. So in here, I just have like a bunch of rhinestones and pearls. And you open it up like this. And then, for instance, I have here a little box of like rhinestones all organized and really handy. And these are kind of more of like my golden charms, silver ones, and basically just like all of my metallic charms. Now this is a bag with more like fun stuff. So in here I have like a bunch of like these Simi Hay stickers. They're so much fun. Like they're so easy to like amp up a look, especially if you're in a hurry. And then I just have like a bunch of like these glitter palettes and also these Danessa Myricks glitter pots. Now then I have also these like 2 bags filled with just like non-makeup stuff. Just like some painkiller pills and some stuff to clean your teeth, or, you know, like some feminine hygiene stuff, just like a bunch of emergency things that you sometimes may need on set or that your client may need on set. Even like band-aids and just like random stuff like that. And then I also have a little bag with all of these like shavers, especially when you're going to be doing men for like campaigns or runways or jobs like that. It's great to have like a good shaving tool in your kit because a lot of the times they want all the boys to be cleanly shaven. I have this one little bag with my Byredo eyeshadows. I just cannot bring myself to the point to depot these beautiful palettes. So as you can see, I just have all of these Byredo palettes and I think they're just so beautiful. I just cannot depot them. And I feel like they fit into this perfect little kit pack. So yeah, she's just staying like this. And then I need to find a way to depot this or like downsize it. But I have a lot of bags of lashes. So these are like my most used lashes. I really need to depot this, but these are all of my individual or like lash pieces, and I use these the most, especially for campaigns, for red carpet and stuff like that. I feel like an individual lash or like those little pieces, you're able to just create a really beautiful custom lash, and it looks so natural. And especially when you're doing close-up beauty, you really want to make sure that you're using those really tiny little individual lashes. So in here, I think I love to get like these lashes from like those Korean places. I also really use the Sweet Beauty lashes a lot. And these are also super nice. They're just, I don't remember where I got this. I think like off of like AliExpress or Temu or something like that. And I also really love Rokel. He has like really beautiful like tapered out lashes that are like really beautiful for like certain special glam occasions. And then in this bag, I have like all of my glam, but still kind of like natural strip lashes. I tend to not really use strip lashes a lot, to be really honest. Only if I'm doing like dramatic glam, I might use a strip lash, but I tend to really use individual lashes the most. And then I have these two bags. So one is like big strip lashes, which are usually used for like editorial or like more creative stuff. And then this is really like creative lashes. Like whenever I just find like a crazy lash that I love, I like to just go into random stores or party stores or like makeup stores. And like if I find something fun, I just like get it. And it can be in my kit for like a year, and maybe I like use it like 2 years later or whatever. But you know, sometimes like you see something and you have a vision, and then you kind of have to wait until you can use it, or use it for like a test shoot or like an editorial shoot. So yeah, I have like 4 bags of lashes. I need to do something about that. And then last but not least, this is how I like to store all of my brushes. So I will link all of my like favorite products that I have in my kit and like my must-have products on the website. So make sure you check that out. And that was basically my entire kit. And I basically put everything in Rimowa suitcases. I have the Check-in M Rimowa suitcases. I chose for 2 like smaller suitcases versus like 1 really big one. I used to have 2 big suitcases, and now I have 2 smaller suitcases. So I've already downsized. But yeah, let's see if I can downsize a little bit more. But I chose for like a smaller suitcase because my back is destroyed. So make sure you take care of your back. And that was it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you're going to sign up for the entire masterclass. You're really going to learn a lot. I'm going to share all my techniques with you, and thank you so much.